सबको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, नमस्कार। इतनी बड़ी संख्या में आप सब यहाँ आए हैं और जैसे शशि जी ने बताए, दिस इज द लिविंग ब्रिज बिटवीन इंडिया एंड यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स। थैंक यू सो मच। मैं जब अंदर आ रहा था संधू जी के साथ, पंजाब के अपने सभी साथी मेरे साथ आए और बोले, बधाई सर, कल आरसीबी ने कप जीती। मैं उनको बोला, सर इस जीत में आपका भी एक पार्टिसिपेशन है, एक पार्ट है। 4 बंदे अपने टीम में पंजाबी हैं। दिस इज एक्चुअली द स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ इंडिया, दिस इज द विक्ट्री ऑफ इंडिया। ज्यादा समय नहीं लूंगा, सबको बात करना है। आई जस्ट वॉन्ट टू मेक 5 वेरी ब्रीफ पॉइंट्स दैट इज काइंड ऑफ the essence of what we have kind of experienced the last 10 days in the delegation, the message of this delegation. As I was landing into Washington yesterday, I was watching American Manhunt, the series on Netflix. It's a very powerful documentary on United States war on terror and how Bin Laden was brought to justice. The very last line of that docu-series is actually very powerful and it stayed with me. It ends with a sentence from a CIA analyst, Gina Bennett, and I noted it down because it was so powerful. She says, the power we have to destroy terrorism is by not being influenced by it, by not being afraid of it. That is the greatest way you can neutralize it and destroy it. Just to say, F you, you are not going to change who we are or what we do. And through this message of this delegation, which is represented by members of parliament from the northern part of India to the southernmost part of India, from a turban wearing Sikh to a 5-time namaz praying Muslim, to a practicing Hindu, to a Tripathi from Uttar Pradesh, from Harish Daru from Andhra Pradesh, we all have said F you to those terrorists who tried to destabilize the
We repeat F you to them too.
26 men were singled out. Their religion was asked. Some were asked to recite the first verse from the Quran, and when they couldn't, they were shot dead, point blank. Some were even subjected to physical examination. The purpose behind all of this deliberate, cynical action was only to destroy the social fabric of India. Through this delegation and the remaining delegations that our Prime Minister so thoughtfully has sent all over the world, the message that we are conveying in one voice is, India and India's diversity is our strength. It cannot be defeated. The second point that we have conveyed in the last couple of weeks to all the members of the government that we met, from Guyana to Panama to Colombia to Brazil to today in US, is that India does not seek war. We have never sought war in our civilizational history. Like our leader of delegation kept reminding everybody, we are the land of Buddha and we are the land of Mahatma Gandhi. But that doesn't mean that we will remain passive in the face of adharma. If there is cessation of aggression, you will have peace. But if you attack us, not once, but we are ready to do 100 operations in you. This is the message. Our Prime Minister has made it unequivocally clear, categorically clear, that Operation Sindoor is not completed, it is only paused. If there is going to be another attack on India, we will respond with even more force to put down the terrorist infrastructure in Pakistan. This is the message that is very clearly given. The third point that came in the course of all of our interactions, and today one of the journalists also happened to ask this question to us, was did in the course of your interactions, did you come across a rehyphenation of India and Pakistan? आप दोनों को एक साथ देख रहे हैं क्या? Our answer is very categorical and clear. No sane person, no reasonable thinking policymaker anywhere in the world will ever draw an equivalence between India and Pakistan, because we are not who they are. And there cannot be a bigger place, a better place than the United States of America to establish this message very firmly. I want to quote one date, which is historic in multiple sense for the United States. 9/11. There are two episodes that happened on this very prophetic date. 9/11 of 1893 Chicago, where Swami Vivekananda came here and gave the world the message of not only tolerance but acceptance of all faiths in the world. That is the message of India. And then was the 9/11 of New York. And you know what happened and who gave shelter to the person who orchestrated it. 9/11 of Chicago, the 9/11 of Swami Vivekananda is the message of Bharat. The 9/11 of New York is the message of Pakistan. We cannot do it. We cannot do it. I want to also thank the diaspora here, because you are the biggest ambassadors of our culture and our nation. Vinay ji is here, Sandhu Saab was here for 4 years. वो 4-4 साल के बाद उनका टेन्योर खत्म होते ही वापस जाते हैं, दूसरे ऐसे असाइनमेंट पे जाते हैं. But all of you have here been from 20 years, 40 years, 30 years, multiple generations now, and you are the biggest ambassadors. And there is also a contrast between the two of our diasporas and American Indians. I want to tell, I don't want to go into a long list, but I want to quote only 5 names. Ramzi Yusuf, a Pakistani national. What was he known for? 1993 World Trade Center bomb blast. David Headley, 26/11 reconnaissance in Mumbai, Pakistani national. Abid Nazir, March 2015, arrested in US for conspiracy to bomb targets in Europe and US, member of Al-Qaeda. Abdullah Khan conducted the bomb blast in US consulate, July 2016, suicide bomber. Contrast this with the names of some Indian diaspora people: Indra Nui, Sundar Pichai, Ajay Banga, Kash Patel, Shantanu Narayan, Hassan Minaj. This is what we are. There is no equivalence of that. The last point I would want to make is this. In all of our interactions, every single country we went to, the moment we completed and exhausted the agenda of Operation Sindoor, wanted to engage and discuss with us on a multiple of other issues. Panama said, when are you bringing IITs to us? Guyana said, we want to build an extraordinary relationship with India. Colombia said, We want your automobile companies, electric vehicle two-wheelers companies. We want pharmaceuticals companies. We want all of this. We went to Brazil. They spoke from yoga, Ayurveda. They spoke to Indian cows. They spoke to us about agro-processing, everything under the sun, and said, Brazil and India, the future two breaks. Today we are in US. In one of the comments with the India caucus head, they said, if India and US comes together, the future of humanity will be shaped by us. This is the engagement the world wants to do with India, because world realizes investment in India is investment in democracy, investment in India is investment in unity and diversity, investment in India is sarve janaha sukhino bhavantu, investment in India is vasudhaiva kutumbakam, investment in India is investment in the collective progress of humanity. Thank you so much.